What's up, everyone? Kenji Miyamoto, recent doctoral candidate out of Pacific Graduate Institute. I'm here to give you my top 5 tips for how to survive graduate school. Tip number 1, don't study harder, study smarter. What I think this has to do with a lot is prioritizing right. Say your big assignments, your 10, 20-page research papers, finish those first, then worry about your 2-page reflection feeling paper second. I know a lot of people will spend all their time getting overwhelmed of how many assignments they have, that they spend their time doing all the little assignments, they never get around to actually finishing the big ones. Finish what's going to take the most amount of time, what you need to spend your attention on the most, finish those assignments first, then worry about the small stuff second. I think prioritizing even has to go with what books you buy. Some people actually go through the course reading list, buy every single book, and then complain how much money they spend on books. Go through the assignments, go through the lectures, see what books that the course is actually going to cover and you actually need to buy those books, and then buy anything else supplementary after that. You don't need to buy every single book for every single course. You just need to know what you need to use to finish all the coursework and do your job. Okay? Step number 2, responsible procrastination. I think in a perfect world, we're all going to say, come to class prepared, finish all your assignments ahead of time. We know that's not going to happen. So if you made it this far into school, I think what you should know is how long certain assignments take you. One person, a 10-page paper you could finish in a week. One person, it might take 2 weeks. A 1-page paper you could finish in one night. It might take a couple of days. By now, you should know how long certain assignments take you so that you know when you can slack off and feel good about it and when you actually have to speed up and start working. So don't trip out when you are worried about an assignment that you know, okay, I have this much time to finish it, you're fine. But if you know, okay, this is crunch time, I need to work hard, step on the gas. Know how long certain assignments take you. All right, step number 3, stop being afraid of professors. Believe it or not, when I was young, I used to be a little bit rebellious, used to have a little bit of problem with authority figures, but now that we're at this level of education, you should start looking up to your professors as peers and role models and people just trying to do the job and actually in a place that you want to be one day. So the more that you fear them with your mommy complex and your daddy complex, the less you're actually going to see where you want to go. You should be close enough, I say, you should at least have one professor that you could send an email of a terrible knock-knock joke and not be embarrassed about. You should be that close with your professors that you get to know them as people, not as the judges and the cops that are trying to give you bad grades, okay? Get close to your professors as a person. Step number 4, also get to know your classmates. It could be kind of daunting and kind of weird to have a room full of strangers, a room full of weirdos, whatever. The more you actually get to know your classmates, you'll be surprised that to get this far, everyone has a pretty interesting story and everyone has something to share. Maybe you immigrated from an Eskimo village. Maybe you grew up as a rodeo clown. Whatever. Start to get to know your classmates and you're really going to see that everyone has something interesting to bring to the table. And also, show them yourself and show them what you're good at. Show them what you're passionate about. The more that you guys interact as a class and as a cohort, the better experience you're going to have and the more opportunities you have to learn from each other. Okay? Last one. Step number 5, the most important one. Have fun. I think it's just as important to work hard. You have to play twice as hard. We work in a profession where we talk about self-care. We talk about the need to take care of yourself, right? If we're going to do that as working professionals, we need to do that as students as well. If you're going to class and on your lunch break going to the library and then as soon as class is done going back to the room and studying, you're wasting your time, you're wasting what your education is offering you. Go to the beach during your lunch breaks. Go out, have a drink with your friends after class. If you don't get to fully process everything that's going on, you're not really actually learning as much outside the classroom. Use the opportunity to vent about what stresses you out, to laugh and joke about things that you thought were funny, to share ideas about things you think that are interesting. It's not just in the books of what you're going to learn. You're going to learn by applying what you learned in the classroom outside to your everyday life. If you're not actually out there living your life, then you're actually not applying what you learned into anything. You need to have these type of memories. You need to have these types of experiences where you make the material real. And you do that outside the classroom, okay? So build some bonds, make some friends, and take what you learn and actually apply it to your outside life, all right? All right, those are my 5 tips. Hope one of them helped at least. Good luck.